We've been watching these barn swallows since they were eggs, and this was the day before they took off. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Joni from the blog simplelivingmama.com. I'm currently outside because I am about to pick a jalapeno pepper for my pineapple salsa that you're going to see me make here in just a few minutes. Today is another homemaking video, and I really enjoy making these homemaking videos just to show you guys the simple, basic, everyday things that we as moms and wives and women just in the home, the things that we do every day to make our homes. So in this particular video, I think I'm mostly focusing on recipes. I've got 3 different recipes coming up. I'm going to show you a sourdough discard breakfast pizza. I'm going to show you the Hawaiian chicken that I'm making in the crock pot with the pineapple salsa, and I'm also going to show you guys a cucumber mint infused water. That's a really refreshing drink on these super hot summer days. So let's go ahead and get started. So this sourdough discard breakfast pizza idea actually came from a farmhouse on Boone. I am a very new sourdough baker, so I have baked very little with my sourdough discard. I saw her make a sourdough discard pizza, breakfast pizza, in one of her videos, and I decided to do that. I kind of changed it up a little bit and did like a Mexican version of it, but here you'll see me frying up some bacon to get started with that pizza. So to the skillet that I preheated in the oven, I'm just going to pour in some sourdough discard. Now I kind of goofed this up because I forgot to put the olive oil and the salt in, but it still turned out okay. I think it would have been better with the olive oil and the salt, but I'm just spreading that all around my cast iron skillet that's been preheated, and then I am going to fry up the eggs that are going to go on top, and then I'm going to assemble the breakfast pizza. So I did put a little olive oil down after I had baked the pizza crust in the oven for a little bit. And then for my sauce, I'm just using some salsa. I'm going to spread that all around, and then we're going to top it with a Fiesta blend of Mexican cheese, and then we're going to put the bacon, which I crumbled up, and then the eggs on top, followed by some red onion, just because I love red onion. And then I pop that back in the oven and I bake it until the cheese is nice and melty and gooey. And then I take it out and eat. I had to top mine with some sriracha and I added some cilantro too. So now I'm heading out to my garden. This year our garden has done so well, except for my squash plants. I lost both of them to the dreaded squash bugs. I tried to save them, but I was too late. So I just pulled those out, but everything else is looking really, really good. Here I am getting ready to harvest some mint. I'm going to use the mint and the cucumbers from our garden to make a mint and cucumber infused water. Before we start on that infusion, I am going to start a Hawaiian chicken in the crock pot. Now, once I actually finished this and served it, I realized that this would have been a lot better if it had been marinated and grilled I just am not a fan of chicken breast in the crock pot because if you accidentally overcook them, which I did in this case, they kind of just turn to powder and it's not really all that great. But like I said, this would be really good marinated and grilled. This recipe was really simple. It just called for coconut milk, soy sauce, and lime juice. And that was to be poured over the chicken breast. And then I cooked my chicken breast on low probably for 5 hours, and it was too much. Like I said, you have to really be careful with chicken breast in the crock pot because if they're cooked too long, they will disintegrate. Oh, I added some sweetener. I forgot. This recipe called for honey. I didn't want to use honey, so I'm just using the Pyure stevia stuff. I mean, it tasted really good. The sauce did, but yeah, the chicken did not turn out as I had hoped it would. Now we're going to start on our infusion. This would be better in a glass pitcher. I just didn't have one. I just had this plastic one. So I'm going to put the mint in, just some fresh mint leaves. I cleaned them all up. And then I'm going to slice a cucumber and put that in as well and chill in the fridge. And it's just a really nice and refreshing drink. Now I'm heading outside to get my pepper. These pepper plants have just started putting out peppers, so I don't have very many big ones to choose from. This one that I'm about to pick was the biggest one on there, and it was okay. Of course, I would normally let the peppers get a little bit bigger, but we're gonna make our pineapple salsa. So the first thing I did was shred the chicken breasts with my mixer, and like I said, they were overcooked, so they turned out kind of powdery and not that great, but it was still edible. Once I got those shredded up, I started on the salsa. I serve this over some basmati rice with some broccoli on the side. That is all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.